Good morning. This is Meri at TheMeriAtelier, and it is Thursday morning, December 18th. Welcome to my desk. We're 1 week away from December 25th, the big day in December, Christmas, 1 week away. So I have a lot to catch up on. I've just been involved in a lot of different things, so yeah, I'm running behind, but yeah, I'm having fun doing Christmas, and that's what we're going to do today. I have these cinnamon ornaments, and I'm going to be making more of these. I decided that I am going to put these in that wreath that I'm upgrading, that I'm upcycling. So I'm going to be making some more, hopefully this morning, some more cinnamon ornaments to cook. I have Happy Mail to open, and remind me at 8:30 I want to give away this book. I meant to do it last week. I never got it done. Whoever gets it, December's half over with, but still they can work in it in the rest of the year. So what happened was I ordered this book to follow along with Dee Dee, and the front matter was all messed up. It's good in this book. And everyone told me to notify Amazon and they'd send me a better one. And they did, but they said, well, keep that other one, and I had already converted it into my December daily. So this one I'm going to give away at 8:30, hopefully. Please remind me. So let me get set up on my notepad and get busy and get some things done this morning. I hope that you've had a good week and are looking forward to a good week for Christmas. Looking forward to the holidays. Oh, I've got to turn the sound down. Hold on. Got an ad. There we go. Okay, who is in here? We have... Is that you, Teresa? Good morning, Teresa, and Linda. Linda Renz. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy holidays. So let me set this aside. That's what happened the other time I went to... I set it aside and I forgot all about it. And I have a couple cards here. 3 cards, I guess. Well, I think 2 of them are from Dee Dee. I think one is giveaway, and the other one, I think this one is a Christmas card. And let me tell you guys, my Dee Dee mail is stacking up. I am going to make a Dee Dee journal here, probably sometime in 2026. Make me a Dee Dee Willingham journal of her art. And of course I won't be upcycling it or anything. I'll just be collecting it all together in one spot. But let's open the beautiful card. I did send out some postcards. I didn't get as many made as I hoped. I hope to make some more in 2026. Well, this is going to be hard to open them. So if you did not get a Christmas greeting from me, you're on the list for something in 2026. I'm going to try to get some New Year's out, but I don't know if that will happen or not. I was thinking I should set a goal for at least 5 postcards a month. And 12 months for 5 postcards, that would be 60 postcards. And then I could also, I don't want to tear the card. I could She taped it here. If I needed to make more than 5 in a month, I could catch up. There are so many people I wanted to send to, and I didn't have time. Oh, this is beautiful, Dee Dee. It says, Christ the Lord, for unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. And then she sent some happy stickers here, a sunflower and another flower. A sunflower, and these are vellum stickers, and it looks like a rose. God knows you're not perfect. Whew! I sure am not perfect. He knows you make mistakes, and he loves you more than you can possibly imagine. I pray for you to see yourself the way God sees you today. Oh, what a neat note. Oh, I think there's more than one here. I'm going to have to put this in my journal. I thank God today for our friendship. I love you, friend. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Oh, there are vellum stickers in here. This one is a pretty one. But for now, I'm going to put this with all my other Dee Dee mail. Thank you, Miss Dee Dee Willingham. Bless your heart. I'm going to put it back in the envelope so I don't lose the goodies inside. Well, okay. So that was from Dee Dee, and this one is from Dee Dee, and I think this one is just one of her giveaways from, I was in one of her streams, and I don't think I really won anything. Oh, I did win. I remember. I felt so guilty. I changed my number, and Dar caught it, and then I honestly forgot that Dee Dee doesn't like it when you change your number. The mods, it's because she's got so many people in her stream playing and everything, it's hard for the mods to keep up. And you know Meri, I didn't cheat intentionally. Look, she sent me some thread. Aw, what else is in here? And then so I tried to tell her not to send it to me, and she said, no, that's too much trouble. I thought, well, just keep it on your desk. But no, it got some little scalloped piece here, some thread, an index card, a piece of paper. Oh, a little gingerbread boy. Ooh, I think he's a sticker, and he feels soft and foamy. I think this is a very, very thin foam on a sticker. I don't know if it's a sticker or not. It might just be the back of him. Very cute. And looks like a recipe for rubber cauliflower, brain power, and Merry Christmas, and a stocking cap. Thank you, Dee Dee, and thank you for sending this to me, even though I cheated, I guess. Unintentionally cheated. I would gladly pass this on to somebody. No, I wouldn't. It's from Dee Dee. She sent it to me. I'm keeping it. This card is from Miss Arlene. Arlene. Is Arlene in here? I got an ad. Let me see. Did Arlene pop in? Let me fix my chat here. No, I don't see her. I just see Linda and Teresa. I see 14 of you out there, but I had to laugh at Dee Dee because I told Dee Dee I was going to be up in the balcony. My hands were busy. And she said, happy lurking. Happy lurking, everybody, if you're lurking. I don't mind it. It's early in the morning. I did not sleep one bit last night. I'm a little grumpy this morning. I debated. I thought, if I don't go on this morning, people are going to have a word with for me. And so I came in here and I started getting everything ready, and I had to craft lunch. And it's a good thing I came in here early because it was a mess. I spilled a whole tin of beads, and I knocked everything over. I had to reconnect my tablet over there. It was just a mess. But I got it all cleaned up before it was time to go on, so. Oh, holly jolly. Oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Oh, how cute this is. And it's got a gold bow. Thank you, Arlene. Oh, look at this. There's a cross made out of flourishes, and over here it says Meri. Prayers for you and your family. Have a blessed Christmas. Sincerely, Arlene. Oh, thank you, Arlene. Bless your heart. And thank you, Dee Dee. Bless your heart. I'm going to put this in my Happy Mail bucket that is overflowing. And if you are in the Fib Diggity Creators group, I did get some stickers, set 6 mailed out to you. I want to show you this next. This is, I opened it because I couldn't wait to see. This is from Lori. This is an Amazon gift from Lori, Paint Girly. A gift for you. Happy Christmas, Meri. You are a blessing to me, from Paint Girly. Well, you're a blessing to me. And then that's just the Amazon. I'm going to put that in my Happy Mail bucket. I should write on there that it's what it is it's a vintage Christmas. I'm going to write that on here. Vintage Christmas. Now. And then I'm going to date it. I'm going to date it 12. It's been here for a while. I'm going to date it 12/7. This about a little over a week ago. I just didn't have time to get in there and vintage Christmas. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? And it's ephemera. Happy creating. Thank you for purchasing our Vintage Christmas ephemera book. Your support allows us to continue following our dream and creating. We greatly appreciate your feedback and know you have many choices among talented artists. This is by To the Tea Prince. To the Tea Prince. To the T-E-A Prince. To the Tea Prince. Is it a little? Yeah, To the Tea Prince. On YouTube, it looks like, and Facebook or Instagram and Facebook. And look at the beautiful illustrations here. I'm going to use some of these in my journal. And what I like about it is, yes, they did not put images on both sides. So you can cut these out and decorate them and use them with little fear. And then the scraps and stuff, because there'll be some there'll be some scrap left over from, well, some of the images. Not much though. They pretty well filled every page, but I'm sure there'll be some somewhere. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Thank you so much, Lori. I do, man, do I appreciate you. This is a full page one. That's awesome. And then these look like backgrounds here in the back. That looks like a gel print, maybe. Thank you so much, Lori Pink Girly. I appreciate you. And I'm going to put that down below. Now I have some, this is from Erin. Erin in the Adirondacks sold at the pajama party that Linda Kay and Sean had. And I didn't go to the whole party, but I did catch Erin. And I bought some things from her. Not a whole lot. I've been kind of trying to not spend a whole lot, because I got things, end of the year obligations to take care of. I got beginning of the year and middle of the year. So let's look and see. I honestly have lost track of everything that I got from her. Let's see if I got it all out of there. I did. So this, I don't know how much, you might have to zoom in if you can, is some ledger paper. Oh, this will make a nice, this will make a really nice journal. It's a car record. Oh, wow. This is nice. Now, I probably will, because I don't care for big journals like this anymore. I like the smaller journals. I'll probably cut this in the middle or figure out another way. Maybe cut it this way and then fold each side here. I think she said it was 14 by... No, it's 17. Well, I got this under it. I think it's 17. Half of 17 is what, 8.5? 17 by 11. So it would be 8.5 by 11. 8.5 this way and 11 this way. And that's like a full sheet of paper. And what I usually do is fold those in half. And that's probably what I'll do with this and make me a nice... I have some other ledger paper. I've been collecting ledger paper. I have some other, I saw it here. My hand's on it right now here. Well, this is not ledger paper, but it's similar to what I'm talking about. I got some ledger paper someplace down here. I just not reaching for it. So I got that. And then looks like I got some smaller items here. And I like that she put a label on the outside here. I like that they start doing this because it peels off easy, and I can use this for my double-sided pages. And I'm getting quite a collection of them, here and there and there and here. mostly up here on top of my top shelf of my cart. Okay, I got a looks like a Meri Engelbright I'm wondering if this is a pocket. Let's open it up. Or it just may be ephemeral. Let's see what this is. Get it out of there. But that was hard to put in there. Oh, and I like what she does with her little rosettes. I call them rosettes. These are fabric, and it's very Christmassy. Looks like Christmas fabric. Could be little hearts or roses in there, and a star. Those are very pretty. I think this came as a set. Believing is seeing. I think this is just an ephemeral. Oh no, does it open up? No. It feels like it opens up. I guess not. It's two-sided though. No, I guess not. So I'll probably put this in a journal. I don't know if I'll put the rosettes in a journal. And I'm going to keep that out. And then some more. These are coffee cups. I remember buying these. Let me pull it out. I'll take this sticker off. I like that she puts those little stickers on there. Little text paper, and then these I believe are die cuts. These will go nice in the, I think there's a mug page in that December daily that we're working on. These will go nice in there. I think there's 4 or 5 of them here. 4, I guess. Mugs. And of course, I couldn't settle for just one. I'm going to put all of these together. I got 3 of them. I'm not going to open the other 2. I'm going to keep them. I guess I bought 4 of them. Looks like she put a bow on this one. So I'm going to put all these together with these. And these look like just little index journaling spots. I don't know if they're index cards. They look like little journal spots here. Oh, it looks like she's dyed them. There's green and pinks here. They're dyed. I think they're index cards. They're graph index cards. And there's 2 sets of those. Erin in the Adirondacks. She sent me an Erin. And then the last thing is some more. This isn't ledger paper per se. It's more like a record type thing. But it'll be nice for journaling. So I'm going to put all of this back in the envelope. And I'll be using it for, I have quite a few of these sacks around here. I'm going to put these in separately. I'm going to have to get them all out. I think I have another one coming from Jacqueline, if I remember right. Maybe Rebecca. I can't remember. I may have opened Jacqueline's. last week sometime. But I got quite a few of these type of packages sitting around here. All right, then the last thing I have is a Facebook marketplace. I like to buy from this one lady locally. She seems to put her hands on things that I like. And these are unused piano rolls. And you know how we love these. And these are, there's 6 of them, and I got them for $10. So that's about what, $1? Well, $6, $4, 6 will go into 40. 5 times, about $1.50, between $1.50 and $1.60 a piece for these. And that's nice. The date on this was dated, boy, I can't read it. Looks like 19, I want to say 49. The postage is only 36 cents. I'd have to take a better picture of that. Shipped to the Hastings Piano Company. Date received was, oh, I guess it's a 60, it looks now like it's 63, 9/16/63. So it's 63, not, what did I say, 20 something? Okay, I forgot what I said. So this came from the Hastings Piano Company. Let's look at it. It's a nice box, isn't it? And here's the roll, and it's got a rubber band around it. And you know what? This would be fun to sketch on, wouldn't it? Wouldn't this be fun to sketch on? And see, here's where the piano key start. You know, Dee Dee would do those scrolls. I might try that and even sketch along the, even let the dots. Oh, that would be fun. And look, it has the words. I think this is when all the saints come marching in. When all the saints come marching in. Da-da. And that's all I know because I'm reading it. I think that's what this one is, when all the saints come. And you know what I could do? I could sketch some, or maybe do some art of Renaissance art. I can't draw unless I, well, imagine what St. Paul looked like. But I could do some Renaissance art on this. That would be fun. Temple 90. That would be fun to do. And I got 6 of them. I don't know if they're all the same. It probably tells on the box here. They call them word rolls. And this is when all the saints come marching in. So there's a project for 2026. Let's see if the others are when all the saints come marching in. Let me just pull one. Nope, this one's slipping around. It says slipping around. Is it a full one? Yeah, it's a full one. So they're different songs. I've got 6 of them. How cool. Let me reach for this box. It tipped over. Slipping around, S-L-I-P-P around. When the red robin comes hop, hop, hopping along. Tiny bubbles. Your cheating heart. And when you wore a tulip and I wore a big red rose. Ha ha! You wore a tulip and I wore a big red rose. So those are fun. I do think when all the saints come marching in one will be fun to do. So the Hastings Piano Company, I don't even know if they're in business anymore. Let me put this down and come out and look at chat. I want to welcome you in. Let me get my other phone here. I have to log in. Hold on a minute. So it's 6:30. I'm logging in. You know, they make these phones now so that if you lose your phone, people cannot easily get into it without knowing your password. All right.
Why you gotta be so cute?
Whoops. Let's go to my channel and welcome folks in. Got an ad? Let's see, got 14 of you out there. Welcome in, welcome in. Highlight Star, welcome in. Pretty Vintage Christmas Gingerbread. Hi, Teresa. Is this all the messages I have? Is there just a few of you chatting out there? Where are you all? You're sleeping. Happy lurking. You need a laptop, another device to log in to phone. Oh. Hi, Mina. Mina got up. She said, I'll talk to you, Meri. Welcome in, Mina. Hi. She's got little pink hands there. Well, you know what? You guys, you just enjoy your morning. I'm going to do my art. So I'm going to put my phone back. And what I want to do here, we were gone a couple days this week. And we went shopping. I wanted to go to Menards, and you probably can't see this for the black paper. Here, let's get the sheet of my wax paper out. Of course, pull from the bottom, Meri, and it's like pulling the tablecloth. Yeah. It's a big, long piece of wax paper. I should squirt water on that aisle in a minute, but I bought some of this wire. It's gauge 19. And what I'm going to do, you can cut it with your scissors, the packaging said, is, well, let me take care of the wax paper first here. Put that back in the package so it doesn't fly all around. Let me entertain you. Where did my water jug go? Here, we'll use this one. Throw that away. I did clean off my desk this morning, and my desktop is fairly clean from all the gingerbread. And if I wet my glass surface here, I suppose even like if you're working out in the kitchen, and I keep saying this, if you wet it and then put your wax paper down, your wax paper won't float around. You'll get some air bubbles in there, but for working. And of course my Angie bowl over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's completely full. It's completely full. Oh. All right, so what I want to do here is with this wire, and let me get a hold of them here. I've got two sets. I sorted through some of this in one of my earlier streams. And let me get a hold of the others here. I think these are ones I thought I could use. And these are broken jewelry. This is the one that I tipped over this morning. And this whole thing spilled. Everything in there spilled out. But what I want to do is take that wire and cut some pieces and make some little hanging ornaments for my Christmas tree. So let's just experiment here. And I don't know if I want to use my, I don't think these are Tim Holtz scissors here. They're not Tim Holtz, they're just black handled. I don't know if they'll cut it or not. It says on the packaging, it said that it would cut with scissors. So, and I kind of want to leave this wire in the package. So let's, I want to make a little, now I know you can buy hangers, and I've got some hangers down below there, but I thought it'd be fun to make my own. And of course, it's not beading wire. Let's see if this will cut it. I don't think it's gonna. I might have to go get my Tim Holtz scissors. I don't want to ruin my Tim Holtz scissors, though. This may not. Let's try these. I don't think these are any sharper. I'm going to lose everything out of here. Hold on. I don't know if these will probably ruin my scissors here. There, it came off. So I just want to make a little, and I think I have in my drawer a little jewelry thing. I've got a pliers. And I used to, here, I got this one. I think that's what I was thinking of. Let's pick, I want to see if, just grab one here. And most of them have the little eyelets in there. So all I want to do is take and thread this through. If I can see it. I might need a longer piece. And let's take my, this little thing is, and I won't spend all morning doing this. I just want to experiment with some. That one had a little open wire on that. Now I don't want them too long because this is going to be long enough. Let's see if I can bend this. I'm not a beader, so anything involving this is very much, very, what do you want to say, amateurish. And I don't think I really need to twist this a whole lot. Just enough to hold the bead. Now my hand's shaking. I need my other pliers here to hold this. I need the other, it might be out in the other room. I don't know if the pliers are going to work here for me or not. I just want to bend this around. Where'd you go? I didn't get that very good at all. It's kind of, I need a better beading wire. And I have some that I really didn't want to use it, because I'm saving it for my bobblehead dolls, but this is going to be too stiff to, I'm going to finish this one and then I'm going to get out that other wire. See if I can't close this up a little. Make a better hook here. This is pretty hard to manipulate. Of course, I'm not that strong, but it's, there we go. I got a little hanging bead. Now I'm going to put these, I'm going to put them on my tree. Let me get that other wire out. It's right here. Keep it in my drawer here. Somewhere. What did I do with him? Oh, there it is. And when I go to town, I have to go back to town today. I didn't get all my shopping done because my brother was with me and he doesn't like to go to the places I go to. And so I kind of saved my shopping that I like to do for when I can go alone. So this is just a little piece. Now I was watching a lady do this, and she was building her own. She would build her beads. This is pretty. This is already all I need to do. This is on a bulb pen. Somebody already put this on a bulb pen. Maybe I should zoom in so you guys can see a little better. Hold the phone. So I'm just going to put this is really easy to handle. This is a beading wire. I need to find the beginning of it. Right, here it is. And this one's already, but I'm going to put a little hook on it, I think. So I'm going to cut a little piece, and I'm going to put it right on. Really, these are kind of long, so I think I'm just going to, I'm going to make this kind of short. Let me just kind of twist this. Of course, a real beader would have this all done in a jiffy. And then I'm going to make a long, let me snip the end of this off. And it's got a long hook on it. So there's two pieces. And here's another Now this one, I could put another bead on the bottom, something dangly like this on the bottom. That's got a pretty big dangle. So what I think I'll do here is pick out some pieces. So I've got two done. I've got two. Thought I had another pink bead. No. Find another one here. And they may be a little weird. They may be, I don't know if that one will hold. Let's put this one this way. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. Let's find another. So I'm going to set up some to do and do them, and then I'll move on and do something else. It's kind of stiff. This looks like it was part of a necklace. I don't know. I might have to wrap the wire around a piece like that in the center. I'm looking for something to put at the end of these, like this one. Oh. I dropped all of these on the floor this morning. The whole kit and caboodle fell out of this container. I had a mess. Now this one, I guess I could hang it like that, twist it a little, and hang it that way. I'm still not finding a lone bead here. That's a flat back. The earring or a pin. Well, all my lone beads rolled away. Well, this was a pokey earring. Don't think it has a, no. I've got a lot of hanging ones, but I'm looking for some to put at the end of the hanging ones. Some separate little pieces like this. So I think I'm just going to move those over and put some separate ones here. Quit pulling out the hanging ones and only pull out the separate ones. That looks like a cap, bead cap. I don't know if I could get my wire through that. I'm finding lots of hanging ones. The little ones must have Must be down at the bottom. It's generally what happens. Well, let's, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. Oh. Is that the, no, this is a different one. Let's look in here. So I determined this wire, I'll save that for something else. It's too strong. Let's see if I can find some little... Oh, look at these. These will be perfect. Well, that's a earring, but here's a big bead. One that hangs. Oh, pull the back off, I guess. Pull that whole piece off and hang it here. And then some little ones that hung. Okay. Here's one. I have to pull it off of the earring though. I don't know if I could find the hole to that. Might have to break a couple of them to find hanging ones. I'm looking for something that has a hook on it. All right. I could spend all morning digging through this. We're not going to do that. I'm going to put all this back. Close it good. And one more bag here. I think this was the one that I had saved out things. And I was thinking I could a pretty little chain. If I have any that could here. This was a good example. Hang it here and then a little dangles on the end of it already. See, I've got plenty like this. I want the little bead at the end. I might have to make my own. And this, it's got a wire in it that I could use for a hanging. This, I'm going to cut apart. It's a dangly necklace. Put that back in. I might, and it's all plastic. Here's the clasp here, only it's not on. It's broken. So if I cut this, can I get separate strands? Find a good place to cut it. I'm not going to work at this all morning. I'm going to set this up and then show you how I'm going to do it, and then I'll do it offline. At 8:30, it's 6:50 Central Time here now, but 8:30, I'm going to have a giveaway, and we're going to give away that book by Cassie Gilgan or something like that. And it's the Seasons book that Dee Dee Willingham is using. She's doing her December daily out of the winter pages. It's seasons. It's got winter, spring, summer, fall sections. And they're kind of prompt pages. And I'm working on mine. I think what I'm going to do to catch myself up, because I just haven't been in here, you guys. I'll get this one, find a good place to cut it. I think what I'm going to do to catch myself up, like today's the 18th, I'm going to go to page 18 and work on page 18. And then I'll work back. All right, there's that. Put that back in. Now let's do the other side, which is similar. We got a chain. Oh wait, is it similar or does it all? Yeah, here it is. This one is, yeah, it's got a wire there. I'm not going to fool with that. I'm going to cut it off like I did the others. And I'm going to town today. So if you win it, I will be sure and get it out in the mail today. Now, some of you won the Victorian calendar books. I have not got those mailed yet. I need to get them mailed. I want to get some of this Happy Mail out. I sent the stickers. I still got stickers. I think I'm going to need a new printer, you guys. I think my printer is on the fritz. And I'd had it for a couple years, and it was not a top of the line printer when I bought it. And I go, well, I got all that ink, but I'm thinking that I can take the ink, if I get me another Epson, I'm thinking I can break open the bottle and when it comes time to refill those others and combine the ink. It's all Epson ink. I'm sure their magenta all comes out of the same. So this is nice. This will make a nice whatever for my tree. And I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Show you what I got cooking for my tree. I want to get these straightened out. Now, let's put these in here because these my and I should probably just hold on. Are these different lengths? Let's grab them by the ends. And I was thinking I could maybe on a larger one like this. No, I don't think it's large enough. I was thinking I could thread this through. I could probably hook them too with a little hook, but I don't want to go to all that trouble. I'll just put a little wire in there and let it hang. I'm doing this. I sidetrack myself. You guys, I have been very busy with the AI stuff. I am really I'm really learning a lot. I am learning a lot of different techniques. You may not see it in my little shorts that I've done so far, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've got some going that I haven't published yet. Some trials and tests of this one. There we go. One more. There we go. Now, I'm going to take this and just kind of, I should put something around it, but, and then let's do this. Hold on. I had it here. Did it fall? Yeah, hold on. I got a little plastic, another little sack. I'm kind of excited about working on those piano rolls. I'm thinking, you know, like that All Saints Come Marching In, I could do some illuminated text on it too, Renaissance style. Of course, now I'm referring to the word saint. That's why I'm thinking Renaissance, because a lot of the art, Renaissance was religious art, was a lot of it was done in the Renaissance era. You know, all of the religious art, so to speak, the paintings, the master paintings, the crucifixion, the Annunciation, things, the Lord's Supper, things like that. Of course, I wouldn't be doing that, but let me just dump these in here. These are ones I'm going to go back to. Let's say one. I don't know if I can grab a hold of one that I did. I'll save that one out, and I'll try to find one that I did. Here's the one I did. Oh, he's sad. He isn't. He lost his way there. Okay. So I'll come back to this offline, this package offline. Uh-oh. Yeah, let me let some of the air out of it. I'll do this while the TV is blaring. Get him to hang. All right, let's take this and put it inside here, because these are pieces that I had pulled previously that I thought might hang. Here's a wide piece with that could hang at the bottom of the tree. It's just a small tree. Now I'm going to show you what I'm thinking here. I'm going to keep these out separately. I think I'll put my wire in there. And maybe I'll put my little needle nose in there. And probably take that out, put it by my recliner. I should have a Ziploc bag for this. Be a lot easier to close. And then this, we're gonna put the lid back on. And I'm gonna put this around here, so hopefully if it drops, it won't spill. Oh, I got a little hook here. A little, well, I'll keep it out. Now, what I want to show you, and I've zoomed way in, so I'm going to have to zoom out again. Let me put this aside. Let me zoom way out because you'll be seeing too much. Let me zoom out. And of course, here's my brown shirt. Hello, hello. You're gonna see my table here. What I have here is this branch tree. I can get it out with dropping everything that we put together, one of the days. And I've already put a couple of my little tats. I just draped them. And I'll never get 100 made, but I'm going to use what I have. And I was thinking about putting wires on these, but I think I can just loop them around, and I think they'll stay. I might change my tune though, because I don't know if they'll stay or not. Wrap them that way. No, I'm going to have to put a wire on it. But what I'm thinking, maybe come up, well, grab this little one that I did way up here at the top. And go up one more branch here. Hang this little piece on there. And you will see it. Let me tip this. It doesn't have a whole lot on it. You're seeing it top down. Now here's the bead here. And of course he's not going to hang when I put him horizontal. But if I have a bunch of those, and then my little icicles, my little tatted icicles, which are not going to hang until I put wires on them. And then, and I'll have to do all of this offline because it'll be impossible to do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Then I have, let me get them out here. I spilled all of these too. I had to pick them all up. I think I found them all. I have all these bulbs. So between the wired pieces, the tatted pieces, and the bulbs, and I also put little red, the bulbs. Let me get one that'll show up here. You know, I'm going to have to put wires on all of these. It's going to make a pretty tree. Now, I was thinking, I'm going to make some gingerbread, more gingerbread ornaments. I thought I would make some tiny ones. Let me get this out of the way now. I thought I'd make some real tiny ones. Not real tiny, but tinier for the tree. And maybe not a whole lot. Some little red birds would be pretty, wouldn't it? And then I have these Walmart gold beads. We got these on our tree out in the other room. So there's that. Oh, here's this. I'm going to put that. I'll put it in with the bulbs right now. Okay, so now what I want to do, let me get this stuff off of the... I think I want to work in my December daily next, because I don't want to get all that gingerbread stuff out and then have my giveaway at... I want to do the gingerbread... I want to do the giveaway before the gingerbread, so we might change the time of the giveaway depending on how fast I work on here in my book. Now I'm going to have to dig my book out here. Because I can throw that away. That's scrap paper. I've got some trim here. I'm looking for my book. There's the glue book. I'm going to put this in my other journal. Wait a minute, I'm getting there. I'm going for the book. And I think I'm going to start on page 18 and work on it that way. This is another one I want to put in the other Christmas holiday journal I'm making. Here's another. I'm getting down there. We'll need that. Here it is. So let me see if I can find page 18 in here. And I might have to zoom back in. All right, for now. Now let's get some of this stuff out of the way. We want this. This is a piece of German scrap. I think I got this from Pearl. And I'm going to put this in my holiday art journal. What it is it's the calling cards. And it's real German scrap. Well, there's 8 of them. No, wait, there's 12 of them. There's another set of them here. Maybe not. Sure feels like it, though. Oh, this one came off. That's okay, because I'm going to take them apart anyway. They're very elegant. They're kind of Christmassy, holiday-ish. And I might do something similar in this book, depending on, well, I'm not going to fool with that right now. Let's put it like this. I want that out. Let's put them in this bag for now. I've got a couple little bags here. Another little bag. All right. So now we're down to the pages. And the last page I worked on was the recipe page. And it this was, can you guys see? Let me see what you're seeing. I might have to zoom out just a little bit more. It looks good up here. It doesn't look so good in my notepad. There we go, maybe. Maybe. So, and then you turn the page here. And then this one is the bulb. I'm going to do some bulbs over here. And then we get to the recipe page, which is here. And that's where I ended. This is all extra paper. So let's get this off my desk for right now. And look at for day paraffin. I had it there keeping. I have a whole stack of napkins up there that have been separated. And I had that block of paraffin as a paperweight. And I knocked it over. So I want to look for, today's the 18th. I want to look for day 18 in here. So I don't know if it's probably not numbered. This was, the recipe page was day 3. So this would be day 4. I'm going to number them with my pencil. This would be day 4. Maybe I'll number it up in the corner. This would be day 4. This would be 5. This would be 6. 7. Here's the mugs. I might do the mugs today too, because Erin Aaron sent those mugs. I might use Aaron's mugs on this page. 7, 8, 9. I'm way behind. I know I am. I'll finish it next year. 10. I finished my 2024 one this month. 11. Snow globe. 12. I'll have fun with that one. 13. And then I stopped tearing them out here. 13. This is 14. 15, make bookmarks. I think that's what Dee Dee was working on Monday. Did I watch it? Was it yesterday or Monday? I think it was Monday. 15 was bookmarks. A still life. 16. 17 is color the circles. Reminds me of bulbs. And 18 is the one we're going to work on today. So we might work on the back of 17. Is create a cozy blanket. Oh, that's perfect for today. So this is the one I'm going to work on today. But I'm going to continue numbering them. This is 19. I think it only goes to 25. 20. Decorate the cake. 21, roll the dice. 22, design a Christmas jumper. And you can tell their jumper, you can tell this was by an English designer, because what they call a jumper in England is not what we call a jumper. This looks more like a top of a t-shirt or something like that. That was what? 22. 23 is a bundle of gifts. 24, bring life to an object by giving it expression. That's what I did to I took my stamped images. That was 24. No, that was 25. 23. Got it. I wrote 25. 24. I took my stamped images of my cat, my owl, my dog, and my gargoyle, and I used the photo to video and had fun with those. I did that because it was quick and easy. I'm in a challenge to do a short. See, this is the end of it, 25. Now we have the front matter, which is the off print here. This is why they sent me another book. And I may just cut these apart. I may make a title page here. And let's see, 26, 27, 28. I could, is there any more in here? No, 20. I could go, and I could do some extra pages and do all the days, but we'll see if I get, how far I get. So let's go back to page 18, which is this one. And I'm going to take 17 and 18. Because I'm going to work on the back. So these are the ones I'm going to work on today. And we'll just see how far I get. I do intend on doing all of them, she said. Wait a minute, what do I have here? Do I have this backwards? That's 4. 5. And it goes up here to, yeah, we go here. This was page 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So these go here. And we're just going to keep them inside of the, this is the front matter, except I'm making it at the back. How do I do that? Why do I do that? Oh, I mess things up. It goes like this. It goes like that. Okay. Put this up here. Hopefully it will stay. So the prompt for today is make a cozy blanket. And you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use fabric. This is goes like that. I'm going to use fabric. Now Dee Dee doesn't like bulk in her journals. But I'm going to go ahead and bulk mine up because that's my style. And I will probably use fabric that I put down with Yes Paste. And the prompt is down here. Create a cozy blanket. It says, snuggle up with a hot drink and create a blanket on this page. Well, I don't have a hot drink. I have water. You could do an illustration of a bed or a chair with a blanket thrown over it. You could create a patchwork pattern with a pen and pencil, or create a patchwork of some scrap papers, or even crochet or knit a mini blanket and stick it in the book. Well, I think I'm going to create my blanket out of fabric that I glued down. And I just happen to have some that I didn't know what to do with. And it's not very Christmassy, though. It's more earth tones. Well, this could be used. It's, the greens might work for a part of it. But I'm tending to want to run out in the other room and get my Christmas, I'm going to put these back, and get my Christmas fabric box. So give me a minute to run and get that. Let me get this envelope out of my way. You don't want to see behind me. It's horrible. Let me run and get my Christmas box of fabric, because I've got it all in a box. Okay. I had to, for the box, I forgot that I put it under a table out there. So we have fabric, sleigh bells, we've got some ticking, we've got some, this came from Hobby Lobby, there's some horses, some red stripe, and what I'm liking is, this is some log cabin. I did not do this. This came in Happy Mail. I'm thinking it came from Aaron, but it could have come from Pearl. There's this that I bought last year with all the pretty, some nutcracker fabric, more of this red ticking cotton fabric, more nutcracker. Here's some that I got at the, I like to buy these fat quarters when they go on sale. They go on sale for half off at the little quilt store. Now I've got some red felt, but I don't think I'll use that. I'm thinking what I want to do is do a background. I'm looking for something that might work for a nice background. And then, now this is nice and cozy. I might stick with that and then put little, and I'm not going to worry too much about it being slow stitched or anything like that, because this is not a slow stitch. If I had the time, I would. So I'm going to start with this and the Christmas music, maybe some snowflake. I'm pulling here. This is pine cone. I don't think I'll use that. I might grab some of these for Christmas. So this is what I have. These are bulbs. I might hold that out for the bulb page, the circle pages on the other side. The nutcracker. I'm going to keep this out, and the music, and we'll see if I want to do something with this. I'm not sure. So we're going to keep that, all of these out, and then I'm going to see what I could put one of these over here, and maybe put some like this. I don't know. I'll have to think about what I want to do there. I'm going to put these others back in here in my box. You can't see the box, it's in my lap. So on this page, now I want to leave room for the prompt, or what I might do is mount this on cut this out, mount it on another page, and keep this as the prompt, and back the page with this fabric. Or I was going to do this too. I like that. So we're going to keep these out, and I'm going to play with them. And we'll see what I come up with. What I do with the lid to this box. I don't know. I have it. Oh, there it is. So this is the box here that I have this fabric in. I have more fabric too. It's not all in one spot, but this will do for this page. So now let me decide what I want to do. Before I do that though, let me come out and look at chat again. I get into my own world when I do this. I have an hour to 8:30. We may not get the gingerbread done. Okay, let me refresh my chat. And let's see. Arlene is here. Hi, Arlene. Welcome in, welcome. Hi, Karen. Is that Karen K? And Ray, is it Ray D? Linda Rands, Arlene, Teresa. Is Becky here? And Legia. Hi, Becky. Good morning, Becky, if you're out there. Becky's like me. She gets busy. She gets busy doing her I need to watch your video, but you had a new journal idea. Just what I need, an idea for another journal. Oh. So Becky's here. Hi, Legia and Teresa. Yeah, Cassie Gilgun, the Cassie Projects. Arlene dropped a link to that, a YouTube link. She's also on Amazon. If you buy the book, you want to get the Seasons books. The Seasons book has all 4 seasons in one book, and then she has smaller books of each season. You can do what you want, but I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give away the Seasons book. Dee Dee is working on it as a prompt book, and she's doing the first 25 pages as her December daily. And I'm trying to follow along with her, but I'm way behind. But I'll work on it. And so what you could do, since this is already the 18th, if I have the giveaway, I'll try to get it out. If I have your address, I'll try to get it out because I'm going to town today, so that you'll get it and you can do like I'm doing. Start on the day that you get it or the day that you start wanting to work in it, and then work backwards. You know, work forward, and then you have time, go back and work back. I find that's a good way to catch up with things. Teresa's here, Legia, Linda Renz, Becky. Good morning, everybody. Bethy. Which Beth came in? Sylvia. There's Sylvia. She says, it's nice to hear Meri survived a craft-a-lunch. Oh, it was horrible, Sylvia. That craft-a-lunch, what happened is I put this little, it's kind of a tin shelf, and it's not very sturdy. But if I put that tree on it, it sturdies it. But I put it between my 2 desks. Like, here's the desk I work on, and here's my computer desk. And so I put that little shelf, and it's little, I put it like this, and I'm sitting right here. Well, it's not the most stable in the world. It's not a wooden shelf. And I wanted something over here's the corner of the room here. I wanted something under here where I had things I kind of put down there while I'm working. And, oh, I know what happened. I dropped my fine art glitter glue. And I was digging down to find my fine art glitter glue, and my head bumped the shelf, and everything fell over. And that whole tin of beads spilled out. If you saw, were in here earlier and saw me with that tin of beads. And I was picking up beads, and I was picking up beads. I got it pretty well cleaned out over there in the corner, though. Oh, I was reading chat. Good morning, Sylvia. Oh, you didn't hear how there's Beth Schuler. Beth, if you're in here, good morning, good morning. Thanks for popping in. Thank you to everybody for popping in. Arlene said she's been lurking, but she wanted to say hi before I go back to work. Well, that's okay. It's okay for you guys to be up in the balcony. Mina popped in. She said it's a chilly morning. I got Mikey on my lap. Mikey is Mina's kitty cat. Just saying hello, and Light Star popped in, and Linda, and I think I'm up at the top here. Where? Teresa was the first one in here this morning. Arlene dropped the link to Dee Dee Willingham. I just watched a snippet of her yesterday. Dee Dee comes on Monday and Wednesdays at 8:30 Eastern, and she streams from 8:30 to about 11 or 11:30, up around in there, Eastern time, on Monday and Wednesdays. I'm finally getting tired. I should have taken some NyQuil. I bought some of that Z-Quil, and when we went to town, and I was awake all night last night. I should have taken some. I didn't even think of it. All right, so I'm caught up with chat. Thank you guys for popping in. It does mean a lot to me. And if you happen to watch my short, I do have that picture of me is horrible, and I animated it. So that's not me. That is me. But what it is, it's a photo of me at 1 o'clock in the morning, animated. And so it's very, well, let me just play it for you. It's very rigid. Let me get in there. I'll play my short for you guys, because I want to show you. I was having fun. I was having fun with my stamp. And what I did is I just went to my camera roll. You know how I'll do the stamping and then I'll snap a picture. Well, I went to my camera roll and just scrolled back until I found some images of my stamping. Let's go to my channel, go to my shorts. Are you ready for this? Here it is. It's this one, the latest one. And this is the dog stamp that I'm working on. This is as he was designed. Now, ignore the sky and the snow. Just look at the, I can't, all right, let me play the sound. This is just a introduction.
Hello from the wee morning hours. I have been making some of my carved stamped images come alive using AI. Enjoy.
Now, let me stop this. That was me. But as I was said, that was me at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was a Photoshop, a photo that I shot with my camera. So I'm already tired in that picture, and I got it really kind of close up. I was sitting out in my recliner. The lighting wasn't good. I look horrible. So here's the kitty cat. Let's go back. There. Oh.
Carved stamped images come alive using AI. Enjoy.
So this is the cat, and his eyes turn green. His eyes turn green, and then there's a little laser. This is the owl.
Who's ready for some wisdom today?
He gets yellow eyes. And then this is the dog stamp that I'm working on. These are little red hearts. Whoops. I'm not in sync. This is a gargoyle. And he turns into a...
Yes, this is the real Meri, sort of. Christmas is a week away. Have a wonderful holiday.
I was watching my notepad, which is lagging, so I wasn't watching this.
Hello from the wee morning hours. I have been making some of my carved stamped images come alive using AI. Enjoy.
Who's ready for some wisdom today?
And yes, this is the real Meri, sort of. Christmas is a week away. Have a wonderful holiday.
I do not show myself very much online on because I figure my channel's about my art, really not about me. Every now and then you'll see a picture of me. And then I did all these Christmas cookies, and I wanted to show this one. This one I watched Dee Dee on Monday, and she gives 5 prompts on Monday. Is it 5 prompts? 4 or 5 prompts on Monday. And I said, I'm going to do a short off of the prompts. Now, I did not publish this. This is a private video. I hesitated in talking about it in Dee Dee's stream because I know a lot of the people there probably would not have been very receptive to it. And not a lot of people like AI, and I didn't want to cause a big commotion by, oh, I made a short out of Dee Dee's prompts. But what I want to show you, and I'd have to go back to my, and see if it's on here. I'd have to go back to my camera and see if I could find the difference between the one that AI put together and the one that I got inspired by AI and put my own creative touch to it. And you can really tell the difference between something, even with AI, that's created by a human and something that AI slaps together. So I want to tell you guys, it's really the human touch to any art, even AI. I don't want to get into a big long spiel, but I want to encourage people, especially the younger people. I was reading a message from Glenn Beck. I get his newsletter, and he referenced, I think the site is called Dear Parents. It's a website, and it talked about AI. The link that he gave, I went out and read it, and the first part of the link kind of dwells on all the changes that AI might cause in a culture. But then the second part really is telling the parent how to get your kids to adjust to the changes that are coming and help them learn it. And that's where I'm at, is that it's going to happen, and we can benefit by learning, adding that skill to our toolkit. Now, not everybody is going to have the same toolkit. I get that. I don't do sculpture. I don't do woodworking. But I certainly don't talk down people that do sculpture or that do woodworking. It's another form of art. And I think that there are, just from me creating my shorts here, there are going to be wonderful opportunities in the art world, in the graphic design world, in the world of business, even where you have your art departments. You may not be actually painting a picture or designing a piece of art. Well, you're designing it, but you may not be doing it physically. You may be doing it digitally. And let me tell you, there's a lot to writing these prompts, especially if you're, it's almost like verbal coding. There's a lot to putting together a prompt, like the one I'm working on now. My goodness. Well, I'm learning AI in the process, but I spend 2 or 3, maybe 4 hours a night working on this series. It's kind of like a little, well, it'll be 3 minutes long, but it's kind of a little series. And I'm learning about AI prompts in the meantime, other than what I'm just typing in some words. I'm learning some other things with it. But what I'm saying is, there is going to be a place out in the business world for somebody who understands, in the art world, who understands AI and can manipulate it enough to do a good job for their company to sell whatever they want to sell. So if an art student came to me today and asked about AI, I would encourage them to learn everything they can about it. Don't just accept that it's going to take over the world and we're going to all eat dirt. So that's my little sermon again on AI. I wanted to see if I could find in here, I wanted to show you, I don't know if I can find the picture. I did it the other day. These are all my pictures. And I don't see, there's the dog, there's Buck. I don't see it right. Let me play the one that I put together. This is a short I did off of Dee Dee's prompts. Let me go in there and play it. So the prompts that Dee Dee gave were ox, quail, fan, tea, and I think there was another one. Quail, tea, fan, ox. There might have been another one that I'm not catching on to right away. But what I did was I fed AI the prompt. I don't know if I have it in my notes here. I fed AI the prompts, and it came up with something similar to what I just showed you, but it was very disjointed. It was almost like a collage rather than, and on here, I stopped at that point, but I could have developed that little thing, you know, like we do naturally. We tell a story when we do our prompts, like the quail is cooling off the tea for the ox, or that's quails. We form a little story, and I was thinking that maybe every week I would grab Dee Dee's prompts or grab Janet Nash's prompts and do little AI shorts just off of the prompts. I wouldn't be doing their art. Or I could go out and make my own prompt list and do it. But I wanted to just show you the fun I've been having. And I'm still working on getting my little short series out. I'm having fun doing that, and I'm learning a lot about AI in the meantime. Let's go back to my cozy blanket. Oh, let me look at chat here, see what you guys are saying out there. Let me refresh chat. And I'm looking at it on my notepad. I have a hard time seeing chat on this notepad anymore. Chat filter all messages. The journal set that Meri is using. Oh, the Cassie project. Is that what it's going to? Arlene is pointing to the Cassie project, and then the book, and then Arlene is pointing a link to Dee Dee's channel. 5 prompts and a letter. A letter. I missed the letter part, I think. Laura Beth, Laura Jersey is in here. Hi, Jersey. Good morning, lady. Cassie Gilgan. Let's see. Arlene saying good morning to everybody. Becky said good morning. I think I'm up with chat. The prompt here for the page I'm working on for the 18th is a cozy blanket. And I've decided that I'm going to use this as a background. I'm going to cut my prompt out and use another page. But on this page, my cozy blanket is going to be on here. And I'm not sure how I'm going to use these, but I'm thinking of using these for this page. And then the facing page, I'm going to use this log cabin quilt. And I don't know, instead of putting fabric on there, I might enhance this with some trim. We'll see when I get there. Or let's see, I need a background for that. Let's see, what did I choose? See, I like this. Oh, you know what? I could put words on there. That's probably what I'll do. Because I'm going to kind of do this all with Yes Paste. And so I could do some words. on the log cabin part, or maybe in a pattern and a word. We'll see. We'll see how that comes together. So I'm going to do, we'll put that there. We'll put these over here and this. This is the facing page. We're going to set this aside for now. I've got a lot of set aside stuff up there. So what I want to do first is the backing of this. And of course a blanket needs to have a border. Of course it does. But I need a strong page, and I piled everything on my strong paper. Let me stand up and see if I can reach some. You might see some stuff fall. I could maybe use that for a border. Or I might do paper. We'll see what I have. I've been using Jacqueline's papers on those front pages. And I have some Crayola papers here. Let me just get these out. So let's choose my paper. I already have torn this, I think, to the size. So this is already prepped, but using it because unless I make my blanket smaller, I don't want to cover up all the beauty. That's why I hesitate. If I go to something plain, even a piece like that, this is also Jacqueline paper, but I don't have, it's mostly dyed on the edges. So if I wanted to cut a piece out, it isn't like and then I still have the back here. So I could use that's a possibility. And I'm shying away from these because they're so beautiful and I don't want to cover up the beauty. I got black. I also have these brown. And this is a neutral pad, so there are no reds in here. I do have red, but I don't want to jump up and get it. I think there's a gray. No, it was the shadow. So I'm thinking that I'm going to go with this kind of a gray color here for the background. And I should put all this stronger paper on a different shelf. But where, she said. Crap the lunch. Wait a minute. I had some smaller papers down there. Hold on. If I don't pick them up now, if I don't pick these up now, I'll run over them with my chair. And we don't want to do that. Bins and all. Got a couple of towels here. Hold on, it all fell. These were some pages I was making a journal with. Was that my journal? That fell? No. It was just some of the extra pages. Alright. I just don't want to... They fell. I don't want to run over them with my chair. Let me pick stuff up here. Alright. So I think I've chosen my colors for my pages. I'll register here. So let's cut it to size. It'd be kind of dangerous to put that stuff there. Meri does danger in a craft room. Oh, I got 2 pieces out. Let's cut this one to size. Here. And when I say cut, I'm going to tear. This is Jacqueline paper. I think this is her ominous. And I'm just going to kind of, and then grab my ruler. You know what? I've got this too. This is Dollar Tree. I could do a whole journal of Christmas blankets. Everything's falling. What do I have? My pliers are out here. The scissors are here. I've got this metallic wax. I want to do some more wax seals. I just haven't got in it. Let's put the pliers away. I'm probably driving you guys crazy with all the fiddling around I'm doing here. Sorry about that. All right. Put that up there. And then I'm going to tear the prompt. And I may not take all that wording when I get to it. I may just do I may make a tag out of this. So let's tear it here. And I'll use this for scrap paper or background paper. And this will become my cozy. It's spelled C-O-S-Y on here. They must spell it differently over in London. Or England, or the UK. All right, so now I want to cut this down. This is the flannel. And I want to bind it. Now I'm not going to fold and stitch. I think what I'll do is cut this down. This is, got to leave a 1/2 inch for the binding, for the punch holes. This is 8 3/4. So if I leave a 1/2 inch, it would be 8 1/4. And I'm just going to go with the 8. So a 1/2 inch to 8. And then I'm leaving an inch over, 1/2 inch over here, which would make it an inch. And I'm going to take the 1/4, because this is 8 3/4. 8 3/4. And I need a 1/2 inch here. And a 1/2 inch there. I'm thinking maybe a 6-inch block. Let's do it this way. Now, this is not going to, this will come down more. Let's do it this way. I'm better visually than I am with all the math and everything. I got pencils. My pencil box is full, Angie. Angie. My pencil bowl. So I got a 1/2 inch there to put the binding. And I have a little under a 1/2 inch here. I mean, a little over. 1, 2, more like 3/4 over here. So I could make this, well, I think I'll leave it well, I could move it over a little. So in here, this is 8 inches. If I keep it at 8 inches, from here to here is 8 inches. But I want the binding, so I take off an inch there. 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch would be an inch. If I go with 6 inches, it would be way small. I could do a 7-inch one. How wide is it? Scissors are fine. How wide is this? This is almost 6 inches, not quite. I don't like 6 inches. 7 inches this way. This must be, well, it's about 8 1/2 this way. I think this is 8 3/4 because they're allowing for it's 8 3/4 this way, but only 8 1/2 this way. 8 1/2 this way, and 8 3/4. Or the paper is. The book page might be different. My torn paper is 8 3/4 by 8 1/2. Mary's thinking what she wants to do here. I'm thinking 7 inches. Pencils are falling out on me. 7 inches would be to here. How would that look? 7 inches. Yeah, I'm thinking 7 by 7 for my fabric. And then I'll take my music, and I'm not going to bind my music on this. I'm just going to glue it to the top, like a little 1/2 inch. So, that all said, we're going to cut this into a 7-inch square. Maybe. Depends on how wide this is. This is... I'll never have enough room on my desk to do what I want. Irritates me sometimes. All right. This looks like it's cut pretty straight. This is 7 1/2. Well, more like 7 5/8. I need white. This is reversible, so I'm gonna mark on this side with my white pen here. I'm gonna mark 7 inches. It should be right here. And right here. And then I'm going to do a square. I'm not a quilter, so this isn't going to be a beautiful quilt. This is just going to be me playing in my art journal. 7 inches there. And 7 inches here. And we're going to draw a line. I need more room. I need a whole house. And then I would probably not have enough. But I do need a bigger desk. All right, I think I can see that line. And I think this is all pretty straight. I'm not going to worry about it. And cut there. And these are these panda fly pens. I really do like this. It's called panda fly, P-A-N-D. It's an oriental. It's either Chinese or Japanese. Where is the marking on here? Right here. No, this is a signal pin. I'm sorry. This isn't the panda fly. This is a signal pin that I used. I like the signals are good too, but I like those panda fly pins because they're not expensive and they're just as good as these signals. In fact, I thought this was a panda fly. Just let me cut this. And I don't care if my journal gets bulky. That doesn't bother me. I'll probably only do December in this journal. I might just do this journals by season and have 4 journals out of this book. Yeah, I'm having a hard time cut that wire. Probably ruin my scissors. Oops, I got a little crooked there. I don't know if I could. A little better. And then about this size for the binding. That is, I got my wax paper down here. It's probably about 5/8. Well, it's almost 3/4. I think let's see, I'm going to do that out of the music. And I might just rip it and let it be a, we'll see what I do. So I'm going to tear it or cut it or cut it. This way. Let's get this other off for now. It's going to have to come this way for me to see it. And I think maybe just the one line of music would be enough. And I'm going to cut 4, so this looks like it's cut pretty even. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So let me pull this up. Well, 1. Let's just make it 1, 2. Let's make it 4 inches and a 1/2 inch on each side. But I want to cut the selvage off first. And I'll rip it the rest of the way. Save that. So I'm going to use, I probably will soak through. And see, this isn't cut, well, I guess it is. Kind of curves in there, but I think I can work with that. Maybe this side is better. Two inches. And then I'll have a 1/2 inch border on each side. And it'll probably soak through, but I'm going to use a black pen. And I don't care if it soaks through. Let's see, 8, 17, 16. Boy, that just seems awfully small. But by the time you get it on your square, which is the yeah, I think a 1/2 inch is what I want. So I'm going to make some marks here. 1/2. Got another pen. This one's, I think I took the one I'm going to use a pencil. So there. $17, 16.5, and 16. I don't think this fabric is completely straight here, but it'll probably affect how it looks in the long run, but I don't care. It's just an art journal page. I'm not making a beautiful quilt here. A 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, and a 1/2 inch. And I suppose I should do it down here. That's kind of, I tore that salvage. A 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch. And it'll probably be somewhat crooked. A 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to draw my lines. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's way off here. Good thing I did this on the back. Alright. Let's cut that one first so I can get rid of most of the bulk of this fabric. I would tear this, but I think that by tearing it, you're going to cause a lot of, for a thin piece, it's going to pucker. And I don't want that. Even though I'm gluing these together, I'm going to use Yes Paste. Or I could use the Fine Art Glitter Glue too. I might use that. What time is it? It's already 8:10. At 8:30, I'm going to give away that book. I won't get this page done. I played too much in my broken jewelry, and I fiddle-faddled around. That's what happens. I do plan on streaming tomorrow morning. I just about didn't stream this morning. I just about said I'm going to sleep because I didn't sleep last night, but I tried to go back to sleep and I couldn't do it, so I just got up and said I'm going to go stream. There we go. Now I can put this back. Get it off my desk. Put it back in the box. Now we want to cut this into strips. And it's, of course it's crooked there. I should press it. I'll start on this side. do it this way. I'm going to use a little, and could spritz that with some water. Hold on. There's my water spritzer. It's not the water spritzer. Oops, so I can stuff down. There's one. Well, I'm just having a time of it this morning. It'll be a little wet, but I'll use my heat gun. You know, I just don't have room for everything. That's the problem. That is the problem. What did I knock down? Paper pad. Let me get a hold of it. And what else? Sponges. And nail spell and stuff. All right. By that time, my fabric's dry. I want to draw a line here to here. See, it's getting a little thin in there. I don't think this was cut straight. We're going to let it be that way because I may not use this portion. I think I have enough here to avoid that portion. Boy, it's really thin in there. Is it folded under? It might be folded under there. No. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing my line. A wet there. It's not seeing it. I should have a chalk pencil. I don't. I do someplace. Just not organized. I think I can see it when I cut it. I won't be using this area because I can get three sides out of this and another side out of that. 7-inch sides. We're doing the border. We're doing the border of our quilt. There's my mark. My fabric is not holding straight for me. I'll come back to that side. I need to do this side first. Not working for me. It's not working, Mama. Let's do this side. Let's just do 7 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I'm going to give it a little extra here. It's too long. My fabric's not holding straight for me. Cut it smaller here. Let's see how this works. One, two, I think I'll get all four sides out right here. Meri, you know what you're doing. I'm playing in my December daily. That's what I'm doing. Now this is all the back side. I'll cut these. I'm making a cozy blanket for my December daily. Now, I said one day when I was cutting fabric by scissors like this that an experienced quilter would zip right through this. They know what they're doing. And Tanya happened to be in my chat, and she said, an experienced quilter would not use scissors. She said they would use one of those. And I have one. I have one that matches this. I don't use it though. I struggle using the cutting with the scissors. They said they put it down on a mat and use a quilter's ruler and cut it that way. And I'd probably kill myself doing that. You know, I have learned though, when I'm cutting out on a napkin, let's grab this piece of paper. When you're cutting something like this, if you cut the paper behind it, hold the paper. Let's see if we can do that. It gives it some stability. And I was fussy cutting napkins, and all I did was take my napkin and tack it down to a piece of paper. And it's much easier to cut because the fabric is so flexible and the paper gives it a little sturdy. And you can cut right through the tape here and then pull it off. Let's put some tape on here. Let's see if it works for this. It worked for me cutting napkins. What time is it? 8:19. I am keeping track of my time. We're going to have a giveaway at 8:30. I'm going to give away that Cassie project book. And if I have your address, I can send it to you right away. But if I don't have your address and you get it to me right away, I can send it today too, because I'm going to town today. I need to turn this the other way. I'm going to town today, and I'll try to get it into the post office. Now, I've already cut part of this, so let's catch me up here. Whoops. Where's this? See, it's so much easier to hold on to this. I've already cut this, so I'm just going to cut up to and my hand's so shaky, you guys. I really apologize for my hands. My hands are shaky. Usually if I'm doing something like this, I'm gripping onto it so tight. If I tell my hands to relax and then rest it on the table, that helps. Went through that tape there. So there's that piece. And we can throw that away. We just have one more cut here. But see how this paper gives it a base. It gives it a base. And these don't have to be exact. I'm not going for a quilter's blanket here. I'm not even going for a slow stitched piece. I'm going to glue it together. Throw that away. There we go. Now I can throw these scrappies away. All right. Now, find my square right here. And what I'm going to do, these should pretty much fit. I got some. These might be a little longer. I think I cut them a little longer. And I don't care if the threads are hanging. I'm going to snip them off, but there'll be threads hanging anyway. Let's put it this way. Now these marks are fabric marks on the fabric. These are not my pen marks. This is representing the binding on the quilt. Almost looks like a frame, but I suppose a quilt would be kind of framed. All right, I don't want to do all of them. Let's do them one at a time. And I'm going to glue it with my fine art glitter glue here. And see how that works. It might soak in a little. If it sticks, I'd be happy. And I don't care if it's not going to cover up the side there, this side here, but that's okay with me. I'm hoping that this will stick. I don't want to get out my yes paste. And of course I could probably rip it off now, but I'm not going to do that. All right, we're going to do this side. So I'm going to get some of those threads off. Oops, I might have to cut that. See if we can't pull that up a little. Right there. And I'm putting pretty big globs of glue on here because I think it's going to soak in a little. Because it is a flannel. Pull my sleeve up here. That's why I don't wear jewelry. It gets in my way. Now I think if I just leave this alone, it will stick. Let it dry. Okay. All right, let's do this side. Let's see how I want to position it. Like this, I guess. It's representing a blanket. Now I could do it. This is flannel though. It's kind of thick, so that's why I'm doing it flat. And I think I'll put some of those fabric snowflakes. I'll show you inside of it. But it almost looks like a framed a frame. And I guess a blanket when it's spread out would be. Get some of these threads off of here. I don't want to stretch the fabric, you just kind of want to lay it down. And yeah, it's got some hanging threads. And we'll see how this works. I don't really like this piece. It's got those bars right in the front, but I'm going to use it. I'll put them right in the center there. With that line. I don't want to go cut another piece. Alright, I'm just going to kind of let that dry. Now I have this other fabric. If I can get it out here. I have nutcracker and snowflake. And I was thinking I'd put some of these snowflakes on there. The nutcracker, I'll use that for something else. This was, I got it after the season, they sell this stuff half price. Now, how do I want to do it? That's the other story. Maybe 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can get 4. One, 2, 3. I guess I'll cut it here. And I think what I'm going to do is cut it just kind of fly by the seat of my pants here for a minute. 1, that one, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm going for. So if I cut, one, 2, 3, and 4, if I cut this way, and then I'll trim it down this way. I just want to cut the piece out first. And then I'll go for the shape. I'll fold this back up. I buy this to craft with. I don't buy it for sewing. Well, I might hand stitch it, some of it, but all right, we'll put that away. So now what I want to do is cut these maybe around, see, I want 1, 2, 3, these kind of falling off the edge, but I think I might catch another one in there. This one's okay, I think. Let's just pull this off. Just cut it this way. Get in there. So there's one, and that'll go on there. And then I'll have this other piece, what's left on here for cluster or something. This piece. All right. Poor Penelope, I threw it in her face. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:34. Okay, I'm going to place these on here to show this to you. We're going to do the giveaway. So what I'm going to trim these 3 up to match this one, and then I'm going to place them. They're going to be trimmed up. I'm going to place them on here. And this will be my cozy blanket, and then I'm going to use this to make a tag. I'm going to make a tag out of this. But we're going to stop here, and we're going to have the giveaway. I'll do it with this paper. And what I'm giving away, come on in if you want to, if you're out there in the balcony, you want to win this book, The Art Journey, Cassie Gilgan. This is the book that Dee Dee Willingham is working out of. You could work with her. She's going to work in it in 2026. Now, I don't know if I'm going to. I could make my tag out of that. We'll see what I do next year. But the first 25 pages, Dee Dee is doing her December daily. Now, by the time you probably wouldn't, the winner probably will not get, if they're in the States, well, they may not get it till after Christmas. And December's almost over with. But you could work backwards. Let's say you get it on December the 31st. You could do the 31st and then jump into January and do January 1 and December 30th, January 2, December 29, and work that way until you get your entire season done. But that's up to you. You may want, if the winner may get it and just may want to work in it like this. Dee Dee has unbound her pages. She took the pages out of the book, and that's what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and have the giveaway. I'll use this. I better not right on the back of that. Let's see. I'm going to put seasons. It's called The Art Journey Sketchbook is what it's called. The Art Journey Sketchbook. And it's Cassie, the author is Cassie, Arlene dropped a link if you scroll up. I'm sure there hasn't been that much chat. It's up above. Cassie Gilgan is the author. She's over in England. She's on YouTube at the @ at Cassie Projects. At the Cassie IE Projects. I'm just writing this down for your information. It doesn't really need to be there for the giveaway. All right, I'm going to set the book aside and get my phone out here. And we'll put the number in, and while you guys are putting the number, I'll finish this. So let me sign back in. And let me go to my web page. Hold on a minute, I got to get there. All right. So the range will be 1 to 100, and I don't think I'll send this international. Expense is killing me. The postage expense kills us. So this is US only. USA only. It'll still cost me $7 or $8 just to send it in the States. It probably cost me more than what the book cost me to send it international. Sorry. If you have a complaint, complain to the post office. So the range is 1 to 100. And I guess I should go to my chat and put in the go. And I don't think there are a whole lot of people in here, so you have a pretty good chance of winning if you're interested. There are only 16 people in here, so you have a 1 in 16 chance of winning this if you're interested in getting it. Let me put the go in. Range is 1 to 100. You can change your number if you don't like your number. You say, oh, I don't have enough people in my chats to worry about it. Do not change it for Dee Dee. They really wanted Ginny's giveaways. Don't change your number. It upsets the moderators and Dee Dee. It upsets the moderators and Dee Dee. I'm all right. Had to turn my sound down. So you can change your number if you don't like it. You can, maybe somebody will put a number 1 above yours. I hate it when that happens. I mean, they don't do it on purpose, but I got a 1 chance to win. So if somebody comes in and puts a number right above yours, please, if you want to, find a better number. I don't have a problem with it. All right. So I guess I should put in the go. You got a really good chance of winning. There we go. I put in ho. Let's put in go. Ho, ho, ho! Go, go, go! There we go. Lala, we'll count yours. I'll move we'll count yours, Lala. Don't worry about it. You got it in after the ho. Ho, ho, ho! Right now, it's only between Lala and Linda Renz. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to give you a few minutes to get your numbers in because it's 8:41 now. Let's check this out. I'm gonna snip my fabric here. Snip it in little hexies, I guess. And I almost feel like getting my fine liners out and doing some fine line, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow morning, Friday morning. I'll make myself get up. I'll make myself get up. All right, there's that one. So get your number in. I'll check it after I get my fabric, my snowflakes cut here. If you're up in the balcony, want to play, if you think, oh, I haven't been chatting or anything like that, don't let that stop you. Come on in and play. I understand perfectly. I go up in the balcony an awful lot. I'm getting hoarse, you guys. All right, last one here. This one's kind of on the edge. That's okay. Now, Janet Nash would be saving all these little things and sewing them in between some netting, or, you know. Excuse me, I'm getting hoarse. All right, we're gonna put that one there. All right, I'm gonna count down. We've only got 1, 2. Oh no, I got an ad. We've only got 1, 2, 3 players. It's between 3 people. Jersey, Lala, and Linda. Jersey, Lala, or Linda. Anybody else want this book? I'm going to count down. Otherwise, we're going to give it to one of them. 10, 9, 8. This is the book. 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, what was that? They got a page in here. Add the details. What was it on? 4, 3. Paint a postcard. This is acorns and pumpkins. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, stop. You got a 1 in 3 chance of winning this, and I think I have addresses for all of you, unless you've moved, but I don't think you've moved recently, any of you. So one of you will win this book, and I can get it mailed out to you this afternoon. I will make a point of doing that. I have to go to the post office anyway. So let's go to Random Org. I have it out here. Random.org sequence number generator, and I'll hold it up. Can I change the lighting here? On this phone, I think I can. Turn that lighting down a little. And that's all my notifications. Let me stand up. Oh. Is that the right side? I don't think I'm there. Let me do this again. I want to make sure I'm at the... Random dot org space sequence. Look different to me. Generator. Might just be my phone. It's taking me to the same place. All right, here we are. They've got a random org uses colors notice. Uses cookies. Notice here, allow all. That's why it might have looked so different to me. So we're at random.org here. We're at the sequence number generator. The range is between 1 and 100. We only have 3 people in the chat. Laura, Linda, and Lala. One of you are going to win. So I'm going to do part 2, get sequence, and the number is 50. The number is 50. Who's closest to 50? Which one of the 3? Hi, Mrs. Gigi. We have Lala at 13, Linda at 75, and Laura at 81. So it is Lala. Congratulations, Lala. You have a book to art journal in. Use it at your leisure. Don't feel like you have to do it just because you want it. Or you can share your pages deconstruct it, share it with other people, or do what you want. Give the book away. I'm just passing it along because it's an extra. So let me write Lala. And this is 12, 18. And Lala, I'll get this out to you this afternoon, because I am going to town this afternoon. I have to go to the post office anyway. You're very welcome, Lala. You're very, very, very welcome. So it is 8:52 here. I want to show you what I did with and I think that these are going to hold. I'm going to flip it over, but I'm going to glue these. Well, let's take these off and flip it over and snip snip the edges here. And this is representing a cozy blanket. Whoops. Well, I got a little wrinkle in my blanket. I don't do anything perfect, you guys. You should know that by now. I'm going to try to trim it at an angle here. It's not too bad. Oh, yeah, it's worse than I thought. I ruined it. I cut my blanket. I wonder if I can. I ruined it. So I can angle it a little more here. That's not too bad. It'll probably show worse on the page, but I hate myself for doing that. I was so careful. And this, I might put some ephemera or something down at the bottom. We'll see. Because I ruined this. Yeah. It's not too bad. Your eye kind of compensates for it. Let's see if I can do this one better. Oh, dear me. Part of it, I blame the lighting. Let's get all these little fuzzies off my desk. I wanted to do some gingerbread. We'll start out with the gingerbread tomorrow morning. Not the gingerbread, the cinnamon ornaments. Put this one up here. And this one fell right at the edge of the fabric, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. Like I said, I'm not too... Let's go ahead and glue these down. Now I'm going to have to open that up. I plugged it up. And I am putting fairly big globs of glue on here because like I said, I think it's going to soak into the fabric a little. But it seems to be working. And this one was cut at the edge of the paper, so I don't, this angle in here isn't really right, but just consider the source. It still looks like a snowflake to me. It's representing a, now I am tempted to, maybe I will tomorrow, come in with my fine liner and put some faux stitching on it with the white, because I did get that working again. But I won't have time to do it today. So I opened my Happy Mail. We played a little with the broken jewelry, figuring out what I wanted to hang on my tree, and I showed you the tree. I'm going to be decorating that tree over the next week. I won't have time this afternoon because I have to go to town to make those ornaments. I might have some time tonight. But I've been studying AI at night. I've been spending 3 or 4 hours reading up on it, and that's thread. Reading up on it and playing with the AI, YouTube's AI processor. And let's see, did this one get glued down? That one's glued down. That one is, and they're all glued down. This one's got a little, what time is it? 8:54. This is Thursday, so I think Paint Girly comes on. And Lori, if you're out there listening, I want to thank you for the wonderful Christmas, vintage Christmas ephemera book. So this goes on this page. I guess I could put it on yet. And I'm going to put it pretty close. I'm going to allow a border in here. And by the time I put something on the back of this, the page will be pretty sturdy. Let's go ahead, because I have time, and glue this down, and then it'll be done. And then on the opposite side, I'll show you the opposite side here, what I'm planning. We're going to see if, I think this will stick fine. It seems to be holding on the front. And I'm going to just do a little square in here. I've got an ad there in my chat. See, if I go in and put some white faux stitching on the front of this, and I'm not going to bother squeezing that out. Just let it would soak in. So it's going to be kind of one and done here. I should have marked it, but I didn't. So we're just going to plop it down. Right about there. Now I got a thread hanging there. I got glue here. Now it's on my hand. And my oopsie is right here. I might come in with some white stitching on there and kind of play with that corner a little. So on the opposite side, on the facing page, because it's a 2-page layout, let me get it out. I have to stand up. We have, oh, there went the candle. Sorry, guys. I'll have to get over there and pick everything up. I'm going to use that log cabin. Let me put the pin in here. I'm going to use this log cabin. Now this won't be as bulky on this side. I think I'll put it like this though. And let's see. No, I'll have to make sure I got 3 minutes to do this. I want to thank those of you who came in and stuck with me through the chat. I tell you, I do appreciate that. I know I've been missing in chat the last week. I have to make sure my page is going to be on the right side here. And then this, I did not make this. I probably would have never got this done. I think I'll need a backing paper for this though. And I don't think that I will border it like I did that. I think a backing paper. See if I can find one here in 2 minutes. A backing paper. Maybe some of, I could use this same gray on this side. We will for now use this other sheet of gray. Yeah. And I'll cut this down. I'll do all that tomorrow. So my journal layout will look like this. Only it'll be straight. Here. It will look something like that. And I think I will come in with my fine liner. And then on the white here, I'm going to, I've got some fabric here that has Christmas words. I'm going to cut out some of these Christmas words and glue on there. And I might put some down here too. I might just put some on this row, skip, well, no, put some on, well, this row, skip that row, and then do this row. This row, skip. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll alternate. This row, skip that one. This row, skip. I'll have to figure it out tomorrow. And then this will be made into a tag. So there it is. It's 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. I've got to sign off and say goodbye. Have a really, really good day. I will see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Maybe a little early if I can get myself up, but I don't know. I doubt it. 6 a.m. Central Time. Have a great day. And I think Beth Schuler, for sure, I know, comes on tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. So go. She was in here earlier. I missed saying hi to her. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.